So hey there everyone, back again with another video, and in this video we are gonna learn something more about Python. So in the last lecture we just learned about basics of Python, that is how to use string and all that. So in this lecture we are again gonna learn more about Python. So in this lecture I am going to use the Jupyter notebook. Okay, so you can just download the Jupyter notebook from its site from Jupyter, and you will see, and it's very easy that just you have to just type the pip install Jupyter and it will be installed. It takes some time, approx 15 to 20 minutes, but it will install. And after that just you have to type Jupyter notebook and it will be opened in the browser. Okay, so you can see that this is the screen of Jupyter. So let's dive right into it, into the Python code. So I will just create a new and Python 2. Okay, because I am having Python 2 in my machine. Okay, so in the previous video we just talked about strings and all that, but I have missed a topic of variable operators and all that. So let me just tell something about that. Let us take a variable x as 5 and variable y as 3. Okay, and let me just print x plus y. Okay, so and for running any code in Jupyter you have to just print the shift and enter, and the output comes is 8. Okay, you all know that 5 plus 3 is 8. Okay, so and in the similar manner, if I just print x minus y, output is 2. 5 minus 3 is 2. For multiplication it's just the same, print x into y, and at the same point let me just show the division also. See, the output comes to 15 and 1. Why 1? Because 3 divided by 15, 5 divided by 3 is what? The quotient comes is 1 and remainder comes is 2. So division is just used for that only. Okay, and if I want to know the remainder, then you all know that I have to use the modulus function, that is the percentage sign in the keyboard, and the remainder comes is 2. Okay, so let's move on to the exponent part. So if I want to know the exponent of x raised to y, so for x raised to y we have to use asterisk sign 2 times, and it will give 125, because 5 into 5 into 5, that is 5 to the power 3 is 125. We all know that. Okay, but if what I want to know about, if 5 divided by 3 the exact value, for that I can use print x double slash and y. Let's see, the output comes is 1 only. Okay, because it's the floor division. Okay, this is also a operator in Python. Okay, so let's see one thing more, that is the bitwise operators. Okay, so let us take x as 5. Okay, and let's say x is equal to x, and what we will say, it's the or sign. Okay, if you know about logic and digital logics and logic gates 3, then let me print the value of x. The output comes is 7. Okay, how 7? If we convert 5 in decimal, binary, and if we convert 3 in binary, then the or product of and or is the addition. So in that binary format. If we do the OR on 5 and 3, then the output will come in binary, and that will be 7. Okay, and you can see in the same way, if I just show the shift operator like x goes to 3, output comes is 0. Okay, because all the value that are shifted 3 times will become the 0. And x, what is x5? Because it will shift to right. Okay, so these are just the bitwise operators. And if you just want me to make more video on bitwise operator, I will show how this works. I'm not going deep in bitwise operator because it's not much needed in simple programming. Okay, so what else we can learn after this? In the previous video I showed you about the list. Okay, and in this video I am gonna tell you about the tuples. Okay, so what is tuple? Tuple is basically a collection. Let me show type. If I want to know about the tuples, then tuple is basically a collection of what? Collection which is ordered. Okay, which is ordered. Okay, so let's ignore it. It's similar to that of list. So let me make a tuple. For tuple I have to for list we use the square brackets, but for tuple we will use the simple brackets. Okay, and in that let me print a comma b comma c. Okay, and it will be done. Okay, this, and for just iterating in tuple, we can just use the for I in a, and in the same way let me print the value of print I. The output comes is abc, and this abc is this a, this b, and this c. Okay, and in the same manner we can use in it also. Like if let me say I wanna check d which is not in a, print yes, else print no. So the output comes is no, because d is not in our tuple. Okay, so how can we find the length of our tuple? So for the length of our tuple we can just type len, that we just know, and just type the a. Okay, and output is 3 because 1 2 and 3. So, and in the same way we can add items in tuples. No, because tuple is unchangeable. If once a tuple is created, no item can be added in tuple. So let me show what comes. If we add, or if we just if let me say I am going to add because the 0 1 and 2, so a of 3 let me take is equal to, and let me take ff. See, the output comes is tuple object does not support item assignment. Okay, so you know that because the tuple once created cannot add items, that the tuples are unchangeable. You cannot change any of the items if you have added it in tuple, but you can change the items in list. Okay, so you have to be very careful while creating a tuple. So in the same way, if we can't add any item, that is if a tuple is unchangeable, then we cannot use the remove keyword also. Okay, we can't add anything, we can't remove anything, either we can't change anything. Okay, so there is a last thing that I want to tell you, that tuple also has a tuple constructor. Okay, which will be used in the classes and other thing. Let me show what's the output comes. Sorry about that. A comma B comma C comma D. Okay, so it hasn't done anything, but let me print. It will do the same thing that comes with A B C and D. It shows that it is a tuple. Okay, but above the point we did the a tuple, it just showed in this way. Okay, then we can see that it's showing in the tuple format. Okay, so this is the basic about tuple, and the next thing is the set. Okay, let me talk about this set, how to use set. A set is basically a collection which is unordered and unindexed, that is we can't use the index values here. Okay, um so let us make a set. For set we have to use the curly braces, and in the same manner we will just do the same thing like this. Okay, D. Okay, the set has been created. Okay, so let me print the print A. It is a set and it will show it is a set of list these elements. Okay, so how can we access this? So for accessing it we have the same, that I in A, and in the same way let me print I. It will print the element. It's not going by index values, but it's going by the values. Okay, in the same manner we can just use the print D in A. Output is true. Okay, it will print this because this is a true, and true will be printed. So as this is a set, then we can add elements in that. Like if I wanna add, we have done till D, then I can add E. Oh sorry, A dot add F this. So let's me print the value, print A. So it shows a set of A C B E D F. Print A. Okay, so moving further, there is a update keyword also. Okay, so let me show that A dot update. With update I have to give it a X Y comma Z, and let me print A. So see that the value has been added, but in other format. So you can see that the set is going by the values and its pair. It's going in a pair format, like this value in the value we just started, this value here comes here, and this value comes here, this value comes here, and this value comes here, because it's going in a set format. Okay, In this we can again use the pop keyword, like let me take a variable t is equal to a dot pop and print t. Output is a because it's just popped from the in front. And in the same manner, let me do the same thing. Copy. Output comes is c. It's popping from here, but in the list it pops from last. Okay, we all know that. So moving forward, the sets are not just mainly used, and the last collection that is used in Python is the dictionary. So for defining a dictionary, we can just use key and value pair. Okay, so for that, let me say what's the name with this, and in name let me say it's AAA. Okay, comma, this is the key and this is the value. Okay, and let me say another, let me say age is 10. Okay, but in number format we can just type this, and let me say DOB, date of birth, and let me take that in integer for string format, that is 09 slash 20, sorry 12 slash 95. Okay, so this is a dictionary. Okay, and let me print this dictionary and see what the output comes. A, we can see that the output comes in DOB, this age and the name. The output comes in down to bottom format. Okay, so there is how can we access the value, like let me take a variable x is equal to a of name. Let me take the name, print x, output comes is a. So you can see that we can directly access by the key value. Okay, we can get the value by using the key. There is another method we can use for getting the value by its key is a dot get is another function we can use. Let me take that age, let me get the age, sorry, get, and let me get the age, print x. Okay, so printing the value of x, the output comes is 10 because the age was 10. Okay, so in the same manner we can just change the values, like let me change the age from 10 to 20. So for that I have to pass age and it will be passed as 20. And let me print a, see the date age is 20. Okay, so this, so we can directly so let me I use for loop in it. Okay, so I in for iterating over the dictionary for I, and let me print the print I. So output comes in DOB age and name, that is I can't access the values by just using this. For that I have to access using the value pair. Okay, so for that I have to just print a of I. Okay, and then you can see I got the values. Okay. But in place of this I can directly use for I in a dot values. Okay. um, and in this same way I can just print the values and see the output comes. That is, I can directly access all the values of a using this key. Okay. And if I just wanna print all the values in key value format, then I can use for x comma y in a dot items. A dot items are used for printing the values in key value format. Okay, x comma y. So you can see that key and the value. Okay, so and in the same value we can directly use the if on in keyword, sorry, print, yes, see the output comes is yes. Okay. So this is all about the dictionary. Mainly I am covering just the upper surface of all these statements, all the function like tuples I have covered the dictionary, I have covered the list, I have covered the set, and at last I just covered the dictionaries. Okay, so moving forward, about defining the functions. Okay, so a function is basically a block of code which runs when it is called. Okay, you can either pass it through the parameter or without any parameter, it just returns a value. So for defining a function you have to just type def is for define and give it a function name. So let me give it a function name like abc. This is a curly braces, and this function that I'm defining is a non-parameterized function because it's not having any parameter. And let me print the hello world from function. Okay, I have just defined a function and now let me call it. Output comes as hello world from function. Okay, you can see that. So this is the way we can just call a function. Okay, just we have defined the function and just call the function by its name. Okay. So let me just, this was the non-parameterized function, and let me create a parameterized function like abc x and just print the value as and let me just call the function as abc. So it comes with hello of course. Okay, you can see that I can just print the string here, and in the same format I can just remove this copy and just paste it here. I can just remove all the functions from here like this, and I can just call this. See, the output comes with this. Okay, so you can directly call it this way. And in the same way we can directly return any function, like if I have a input, then it can directly return x cross x. Okay, so let me just print the value of abc 5. So output comes is 25 because 5 into 5 is no 25. So the function parameter we are using here is the actual parameter, and the function that is defined here is the formal parameter. Okay, so that's all for today, guys. And if you have any problem related to any of the thing that I told you today, and if you have anything that you wanna ask, or if I just forgot anything about the set dictionary, tuples or function, you can just comment it down and I will definitely get back to you. And please share this video with all the person who you know who have a keen interest in coding, so that they all can also know. And if you want anything else for me to make videos on, please just write me down in the comment and I will definitely get back to you. Thank you. Have a nice day.